Cancer, 6 cards, just to reiterate what's going on for you romantically, Cancer, in relationships. Okay, the Magician has come up twice, so for those dealing with an Aries, this person is going to be very, very prominent for you. Okay, the Empress, 6 of Swords, the Lovers card, Queen of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, it definitely reiterates what I was saying before. It's a very, very strong emphasis on relationships. You've got the Lovers card present here, so this is twin flame connections, soulmate connections, a soulmate potentially entering your life, possibly someone under the sign of Leo, Aries, or Gemini, strong fire energy, or someone who is very much influenced by fire in their natal birth chart. But look, what's interesting here is that a relationship takes precedence. And it's all about healing and manifestations and improving some sort of relationship, because although the 6 of Swords is symbolic of movement, it is symbolic of emotional healing. Because in these cards here, you can see that movement from the turbulent waters transitions into movement of calm, smooth, harmonious waters. And this is you entering tranquility in your relationships here. This is harmony. I did say uncovering some sort of mask. And what's interesting is that the Magician has come up twice. And the Magician, when you really think about it in a general sense, I suppose, wears some sort of mask because he's a magician. He can transform into one thing and then transform into the other. He can make one thing become another. So there is this notion of transformation as well as taking off the mask. It could be the fact that you're seeing a different side to someone as well. Now, whether this is you or someone around you, if this is the case, I feel like, you did have an Aquarius here, so strong air energy as well as fire is coming up most prominently, or possibly even another fellow water sign. Now, and I feel this is taking place for the two of you because the Wheel of Fortune is here. So there's something about a cycle that's taking place between the two of you. It's a fated journey. And I think it's to do with karmic lessons, because there's a reason why the two of you are being brought together. There's the universe, the angels, the gods that are ushering the two of you back together. So for some, it's someone from your past that you've had a past cycle with, either a past life with, a past life relationship in this life, a past life marriage, that you're actually coming back to and you're facing each other again. So you're being brought back again. And it's almost like you're starting from square one, Cancer, and it can be a little bit frustrating. But you do have the power to make this relationship what you want. Because I'm seeing that someone's coming forward here. For some of you, someone is coming forward and they want manifestations. The Empress also is symbolic of pregnancy as well, and fertility. So planting the seed, or literally watching the growth of a seed in the form of a baby or conception. So for some of you, this is quite intense, and I feel like maybe this is why you're reaching out. For some, it could be that you suddenly fall pregnant with someone that you haven't had a very harmonious relationship with lately, and you're sort of coming back and you've got this confession and you need to tell them what's going on. For the women watching, or maybe there's a woman that's going to approach you for the men watching, and suddenly this changes things, because the Wheel of Fortune brings life-changing events, as does the angel, as does the universe. So there's major transitions that are taking place, that are taking precedence in your relationships. For others, as I said, there's a destined meet that's taking place here. It's with someone that's quite spiritual, someone that's quite successful. I feel like they're a bit of a lone wolf, so they either might be alone, they might have a self-governing business, but they have autonomy around them. So they may not conform to society's beliefs in some way. I feel like they're an activist, or they're a pioneer in some degree. And I think this person is coming in around you because they can offer you what you're looking for. They can offer you travel and adventure, passion, sexuality, spiritual healing, new experiences, new changes, and can change your life and how you feel about love here, Cancer. So this is quite prominent. For others, I feel there's a bit of promiscuity that's taking place with the Queen of Wands, the Lovers card, the Empress. So one night stands, fleeting romance that may be encountered. So for some, this will be big, because you did have the 8 of Swords, and this is you feeling like this is as good as it's going to get. But no, I don't think so, because I think you've got a major relationship that's taking place, some sort of intense connection or interaction that's taking place for you this month. But you did have Aries come up twice in the cards. You know, some of you might even be walking away from a relationship. Some of you are walking away from a relationship because you feel no longer spiritually linked or mentally linked with this person here. You've given them all that you've got. You've stripped bare. You've showed yourself completely. They've shown themselves completely. And maybe you're just not ready. You're not ready for a relationship with them, or you don't want a relationship with them, because some of you are moving further away from something that once felt like a very intense twin flame connection, and you're going on to new starts, new beginnings. But I feel like a lot of you are following some sort of spiritual path or spiritual enlightenment that's actually going to lead you on some sort of cycle here. And it could be a new cycle with someone completely different, a new cycle of love, absolutely. Let's have a look at your career and your business, however. Let's have a look at Cancer. Career, creative pursuits and business. Okay, 5 of Swords, the Death card. Major changes happening in career, walking away from something. There's an ending that's taking place. Could be a redundancy. It could be you walking away from a company. The Death card does bring major changes. 8 of Swords has come up twice in the High Priestess. Okay. There's a major change that's happening in the work or in the business. If you've got your own business, I feel like you're ending something. You're either ending an employer's contract, ending a certain product or service that you have been providing for a very, very long time, and you're walking away from it. It hasn't made you money. You haven't seen any movement. In fact, it's actually made you feel somewhat stuck and confined. The 8 of Swords has come up twice. So I feel this 8 of Swords in the general reading may be more in relation to the career aspect here of feeling trapped in a situation here. For some, I feel like you're needing to get your head above water and you're needing finances. There is a lump sum of money that comes in the form of the Ace of Pentacles, possibly from a financial institution or a friend. It could be a Scorpio, or it could even be an earth sign, Cancer here, or a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo that's going to provide you with some sort of financial assistance to keep your head above water. There's an income stream that's ending for some of you. So this could be a self-business, because you've come up in your element here, which is very beautiful. However, these are autonomous, successful figures that thrive on their specialized knowledge or skills or experience or expertise. So I feel for those that do have some sort of individual enterprise, or maybe a very autonomous role within a business, a very creative role within a business, I feel as though there's some sort of ending taking place. Either the company is doing a restructure and your role will no longer be, and you'll have to get shifted into something else, or that you're leaving a company altogether because of finances. You know, the company could be liquidating. There's a major ending that happens with the Death card here. So I don't want to alarm much of you, but for some, I'm just going to say to you, keep your options open. Because there is either options or opportunities that will present themselves to you, and you'll be glad that you explore them, or glad that you didn't burn your bridges. So I think this is very important, that you do not burn your bridges, because I feel something may happen very suddenly. And if you decline too many offers, or if you do not show interest in some things, this could actually come back to haunt you a little bit. So I feel the most important theme for you in your career is not to burn your bridges, because there is major endings taking place. What I love, however, is that you're going to make a major comeback. You've got the High Priestess and the Chariot card, and this is very powerful. It really shows that you're going to be thinking about how to move forward, or in your power, or how to do something that's more in alignment with your power here, Cancer. So whatever it is that's happening around you, I feel you're going to make the most of the situation, provided that you keep your options open here. Because if we burn our bridges, we're blinded to opportunity. But there's a big reveal coming with the High Priestess, because she brings a prophecy to fruition. She brings something to our lives that can be potentially life-altering. And what I like is the fact that she has your Cancer card, the Chariot, sitting right next to you, because this speaks volumes of what's happening here for you. And that the fact that you could really come into your power and enjoy something that resonates with you more so than ever before. You know, this speaks of passion and alignment, and something that you will enjoy time and time again. So I like that this has come up. You know, this is you coming in your power, finding passion, growth and movement, which is very nice. Could be a business collaboration for some of you as well, either with a financial institution or someone that's going to fund or invest into a business of some kind. into the company or the corporation you're working for, or perhaps even directly into your business or your idea. You know, this could be venture capitalism as well. It's coming through. But I see the most important changes for you is that you've got movement to walk out, or movement to enter out of a investment idea, or a business idea, or some sort of involvement that you're backing out from. Because in the general reading, I know I mentioned that there's a confession and there's healing that's taking place in reconciliation. However, on the career front, I feel it's more to do with the new beginnings, and feeling this sort of confinement in your current set of circumstances, that you want to walk away and you want to welcome in a new opportunity that may present itself. And you know, you've got the Star card, so fated opportunities coming forward, and you did have the High Priestess as well. So, you know, I would pay attention to what is being said around me in career or within the business. I feel like there's announcements, major announcements, or changes that's happening within the business this month. These announcements will be made that a role is finishing, a department is closing down. Maybe there's a new branch opening up. I don't think it's more expansion. I think it's restructure and it's elimination. So I think either people are being eliminated by being made redundant, or some sort of role or department or facility, or even a property. The lease will not be renewed, or something like this may come up. But coming to prominence here with a Chariot, and you know, this is really powerful. I feel like there could be a counterpart. There might be some sort of support network behind you, or someone behind you that's supporting you in work or career, or even a following. But you are coming to prominence and people are noticing your talents. You have a natural knack for something here, Cancer. And it's almost like people are going to be shown this in January. And because of this, you might even get poached from someone else. Someone else randomly comes in into your path and tries to poach you, either on social media or through an introduction of some kind here, because they know your skills and they want you to be a part of what they have going professionally. So look, I will leave it at that, Cancer. I hope this has been insightful.